Nick did not anticipate that. This Syracuse team is an interesting one to watch this year because
don't drool too much here.
Yeah, I'm trying not to. It's, you look around and, man, this is about to be a fun year, I think, if you're a Syracuse fan. I'm proud to say I'm one of the over 9,000 now new season ticket holders or something like that. Or no, I think it's like 4,000 new. Collectively, there's like over 9,000 or something like that. I don't know. I'm going to mix up a little bit.
Going every game? What about that one weekend you have a race?
What race?
Didn't you say there's a race?
Oh, I'm not going to that.
Where was it?
Dover. I don't think.
Were they playing that day?
I don't think that weekend. That weekend, I think, is their road game at NC State. Either way, I don't think I'm going to go. Either way, the Syracuse team is going to be fun to watch. They always are, I guess, under Dino Babers because of just the way that offense runs. Tommy DeVito, man, that kid's got an arm. I saw him a couple plays last year because of Dungy going down, with quick little in and out injury type deals. But DeVito's got an arm. Not as good as a runner as Dungy, but he's got a decent pair of legs underneath him if he needs them. So it's going to be.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
What year is this for Dino?
This will be year 4 for Dino. And in his opening speech, he's held up to what he promised. Making this team fun, making it known again. Syracuse is one of those, they don't get talked about it because, overall it's been a fairly mediocre program for a while. But this is one of the more historic college teams ever. First Black Heisman, we were running back U for a while.
Jim Brown.
You get the coach Mac. And then you go to the late 90s, and now, hopefully this can last where we're now all of a sudden special teams. Let's not go there in that time.
Ryan Nassif was good.
Definitely Syracuse's biggest game this year, at least on paper, is definitely that Clemson game week 3 at the Dome, primetime. Not all signs, but enough are pointing to game day being in Syracuse that week, which would be really awesome, really cool.
They're getting game day?
It's possible.
Who are they playing? Clemson?
Yeah, that's the Clemson game.
They got to be undefeated.
Both of them got to be undefeated and ranked, which I think both should be.
What week is it?
Week 3.
Oh, they should be. Don't they have Liberty and Liberty State?
Liberty is week 1. Maryland's not a tough test, but that Maryland team I don't think is as bad as people realize. So that's going to be a tough game. That's in Maryland. That's in College Park. I think they still lose to Clemson. I'm 95% fine with that. But that 5%, and it's allowed 5%, is if they get by Clemson, this will be a wild team to watch climb up the ranks. Because...
But they finished last year? 15th or something?
Yeah, we finished overall 15th in the rankings last year. We're preseason 22 in the AP and coaches. Athlon has us at 21.
Oh, you're 22 right now?
Yeah. Last year we finished 9-3 regular season, 10-3 overall. Athlon has us still at 9-3 regular season wise. I think we'll be 10-2 is my bet. Clemson's going to be a loss, and then they always have what I call, and it's no matter what, whether it's football or basketball, what I call the Syracuse loss.
You got the schedule in front of you?
Yes.
Go through it again like you did last year.
Okay, so week 1, Liberty win. Week 2, Maryland win.
Where are these places? Home? Both
at Maryland, at Liberty.
Oh, yeah, damn.
Those are 2 wins. I think home against Clemson's probably going to be a loss. At home against Western Michigan, win. They close out September. Home against FCS Holy Cross should be a win. So they go September 4-1. I think they beat NC State on the road. They play a Friday night. Is that Friday? Yeah, Friday night game in the Dome against Pittsburgh. to me, that has Syracuse loss written all over it because Syracuse just tends to do that. So that puts them at 5-2. Then they're on the road at Florida State. That should be a win. I kind of worry, unfortunately, for Willie Taggart's job at this point because Florida State's in the middle of an administration turnover, and usually a lot of people in the athletic department don't survive that. Which is a shame. He's done nothing wrong. He's only been there 1 full year. So, home against Boston College, win. At Duke, win. At Louisville, win. And home against Wake Forest, close out the regular season, win.
10-2.
10-2. I think that puts them, in all honesty, still probably second best team in the ACC overall. However, I don't think, obviously, the way it is, it's not going to work out. I still think part of me really thinks that they'll get a New Year's Six game. But I'll save that for predictions.
How do they do that without making the ACC?
ACC 2. The Orange Bowl takes the second highest ACC team.
Because Clemson would be in the playoff?
Yeah. So I'll save that for then. But I'm excited. I think the offense will be very explosive still. That defense is going to be improved. The secondary is improved. That D-line is reloaded. The linebacking core is what scares me. That linebacking core is weak.
Now, you excited?
Go ahead.
Or nervous if they do pull off that win over Clemson and start like 3-0?
Both.
Like, will they be?
If I'm being honest, it's both.
Will there be a hangover game, or will they really be special?
Yeah, I think they'll be special, but
remember they did beat them.
Yeah, I mean
they played well last year.
They are statistically in the past 3 years the team that has played Clemson the toughest in the conference.
No, overall.
Probably. Well, I don't know about overall. You might have to give that to Alabama outside of the championship game last year.
But that counts.
But definitely in conference. And Dabo has given them a lot of credit. I think other coaches in the ACC has given Syracuse enough credit at this point.
You don't want credit. You want
a
win.
Dino's got the extension. Don't know exactly for how long. Don't know for exactly how much. Part of me, and I think it's general knowledge though, that I think a lot of people, if we have another 10-2 year, and then God forbid, at least in this regard, we go undefeated, Dino Babers all of a sudden becomes the top coaching prospect.
You're nervous for him.
Yeah, I'm not nervous for him. I'd be happy. I mean, whatever. But all of a sudden, it sucked really because.
Maybe he's loyal.
And it's not whatever because I love Doug Marrone and what he did for the program, kind of resurrecting it the way he did. But he ended up just using it as stepping stone. And, man, for the program that Syracuse has, it really sucked to just be another stepping stone.
Doug Marrone needs some credit.
Yeah.
That man put Syracuse, the Bills, and the Jaguars on the map. He's a good coach.
Yeah.
Get some credit, man. Give Doug Marrone some credit.
Yeah. Anything on Syracuse before we move on to Clemson?
Good luck.
Thank you.
A loss at Liberty could definitely ruin the entire season.
This guy.